In today's video, I've drawn up two bands. The first one is from Kutzley's workbook. It's got 11 over 10 over 11 dots, and it works with vertical bands, both coming out of the band and happening within the band. The second band is one I've drawn up that you can try your hand at if you like, before I show you how to finish it. And it works with both horizontal and vertical bands, coming out of the band and staying within the band. So we're going to start today with the band from Kutzley's workbook, and we're going to start off up here. So we start by going up and coming over our stop, then coming down, and then here we hit the stop, so we have to turn, hit another stop and turn, and then we move until we hit another stop, and then we turn, come to a stop, again we turn, go under our stop here. Here the stop's going out of the band, so here we turn, and here we hit a stop, so we turn, come back, hit our stop, so we turn, here we can go under our stop, and then here we have to turn, and again we turn, here we can go over, under our stop, and we turn, and we finish where we started. So as you can see, this band here uses just one line to go all the way through. Now, this band down here is one that I've made up, and it is quite complex, so you can try your hand at it if you like. Where you have to put your stops is on the line with 6 dots. You put your first horizontal stop between the first and the second dot. Then you put your first vertical stop from the third dot down towards the next dot, and from the fourth dot down towards the next dot, and then from the sixth dot and out of the band. Then on the next, the fourth line down, which also has 6 dots, you have from the first dot, you have a line coming out of your band down towards the bottom, and then from the third, you have got your stop already, and from your fourth you have your stop. So from the fifth dot to the sixth dot you put your last stop, which is a horizontal stop. So you can draw this up and try going through it yourself. I can give you a little clue that you'll need 3 lines in order to complete this band. The way that you draw this band is you start off in front of the bottom first dot and draw your line coming up. Then you come down and up until you hit a stop. Then you turn around, you hit a stop, you come up, you hit your stop, and you come down, and you come up. All the way down here you hit a stop, so you turn, and you've got a stop, so you turn. So that's how your first line in this band should look. The next line I'm going to start in front of this dot here. So here I'm coming up, I hit a stop, come up, then I come round, come back, and here I meet up with my line where I started it. The next line I would start here, in between these 2 dots here. And here I come up, immediately hit a stop, so I come back, and at the end I'm turning. And here we meet up with our line where we started it. So our second line is basically started here. That's our second line. And our third line is basically started here. That's our third line. Just write in the first line. So the first line I've started here. That's our first line. So first line, the red one, second line, and third line. That's all for this week. I'll be back next week where we're going to put our stops at the ends of our band and see what happens there. So I'll see you next week with a new foam drawing exercise.